So filtrate originally is at a concentration of 300, and then in the presence of ADH, you get concentrated urine. Maximally concentrated would be 1200, and then if you have no ADH, you get dilute urine, and the most dilute would be 50. Now these numbers are one way to quantify how concentrated your urine is, but in practice, nephrologists sometimes like to use something else to quantify that, and that is the concept of free water clearance. And let's try to get an intuitive understanding for what free water clearance means. So let's imagine that we are excreting urine with a concentration of 50. So let me just draw a representation of that. So here we have our water, and then the concentration of 50 means that there are few solutes here in this water. But we can think of this as a mix of some fluid which has the same concentration as plasma and as filtrate, and so that would be a higher concentration. It could be a mix of that plus pure water. I think you'll agree that if you take something with the concentration of plasma and mix it with pure water, you get something more dilute than the plasma. And so nephrologists would look at this and they would say, we're excreting some stuff with the concentration of plasma, and then on top of that, we're clearing some free water. So this amount of free water that you have to add to the stuff with normal concentration, this is the free water clearance. That's the amount of free water that you're excreting or clearing. Okay, so what about now the other example? What if we had very concentrated urine? Let's draw our schematic of that. So there's our water, and it's very concentrated, so we have a lot of solutes in that urine. Now in this case, we could not produce something this concentrated by mixing something with the concentration of plasma together with pure water, because that only dilutes things more. So to get something concentrated, we actually have to do the opposite. We actually have to start with something with the concentration of plasma, which I'll draw here. So let's say this is something with the concentration of plasma, and then we actually have to we need to remove a bunch of water. And so in this case, the free water clearance is negative. We actually have a negative amount of extra water that we're clearing, and it's negative, and it's of this sort of amount. It's of the amounts that you would need to remove in order to get to that concentration. So I hope that gives some intuition. The idea is when you have dilute urine, your free water clearance is positive. When you have very concentrated urine, your free water clearance is negative.